All right, yesterday we learned how to solve absolute values and absolute value inequalities. The notes for this one is going to be graphing absolute values. What I have here is the parent function for the absolute value. This is the most basic absolute value graph that there is. The equation for it is f of x equals the absolute value of x. The vertex, which is the point where the graph changes direction, that's always going to be at 0, 0 for the parent function. From there, the way you graph it is every point goes up 1 and over 1. So just like your line that acts like a slope of up 1 and to the right 1. Now absolute value graphs make a V, and so I'm also going to go up 1 and then left 1 to get that V shape. So that's how you graph your parent function. Today, your lesson is graphing transformations of that parent function. This is your transformation equation, a times the absolute value of x minus h plus k. A acts like your slope and is always the number multiplied in front of the absolute value. H will shift your vertex left or right and is always inside the absolute value bars. With h, you have to be careful because x minus 2 in absolute value will actually shift your graph to the right, to the positive side. But in absolute value x plus 2, that moves your graph to the left because inside the equation it's an x minus h. K is pretty straightforward. If it's a positive k, you're going to shift up. If it's a negative k, you're going to shift down. And again, that is your vertex that's shifting. Now that we've talked about all the pieces of the transformation equation, now we just need to do an example. So our one example is negative 2 times the absolute value of x plus 3 plus 7. This plus 7 is a k value, so I'm going to go up 7. This plus 3 is our h value, and remember that plus 3 actually means left 3. And then this number out front is a, and this means I'm going to move down 2 and then over 1. So I start with my vertex and I'm going to shift it to the left 3 and then up 7. So again, we're going for the parent function that starts at 0, 0. From the vertex, I just need to go down 2 and to the right 1 a couple times to make my absolute value graph. Remember, this shape should always resemble some sort of V. Hopefully you guys can draw straighter lines than I can. So that's how you graph an absolute value transformation, just following those 3 steps. So that's all for now. All you guys have to do is the try your own problem. First, I want you to name the transformations. So label A, H, and K and tell me how that's going to shift your graph. Your example is 1/2 times the absolute value of x minus 6 minus 4. Good luck.